Good afternoon, everybody. I want to welcome you to this exciting video series I just started. I get a lot of clients all the time ask me the first question, what is the best out there that we can choose from? And obviously there's so much great offers from amazing developers in Dubai. So we're going to do a video series on the best projects from the best developers. I'm here today with my colleague Lucy Parker. She's a top agent here in Dubai, and I'm very honored to have her here with me in this series today. So Lucy, we're here at Emaar, and everybody knows Emaar. Give us a little bit of background on Emaar, Lucy, from your perspective.
Do you all know the world's tallest tower, Burj Khalifa? Do you all know Dubai Mall, the largest shopping mall in the world? Well, guess what, Joey? As you know, and most people who are watching, Emaar built both of those. So we already have proof in the pudding. The other thing is voted as not only the best developer in the Middle East, but one of the top 10 on the planet. You are assured of quality at every step of the way, Joey.
Yeah, absolutely. And Emaar is a brand, it's an iconic brand. They have legendary projects. I mean, they're breaking their own records here. They're even doing a taller tower than Burj Khalifa with the Creek Tower.
Tell them about this week's project.
So this week's project we're going after today, I've asked a lot of people, from agents to investors to developer reps, what is the fastest selling project? And the #1 project right now in fashion is Arabian Ranches, the new launch.
Absolutely.
And we're going to go over why we think it is from our opinion. And Lucy, what is your perspective on that?
Well, there's a couple of things, but firstly, it's all about the price, because the average salary in the United Arab Emirates is between 10 to 15,000 dirham a month, so they can't afford properties much more than 2 million dirham. So these are the right price, and I think you were also mentioning something.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you look at the history, actually, Arabian Ranches, the first one that was launched several years back, has done so well, and a lot of investors have actually made really good investment returns over the years as they've seen their values go up, and great returns for rentals. So they've seen and come back for Arabian Ranches 2. Now with the launch of Arabian Ranches 3, Emaar's done something better. They've actually made it more affordable than any other launch for this type of caliber of product, for the quality you get. So additionally upon that, there's the historic perspective of the brand of Arabian Ranches. Arabian Ranches brand is so strong in the market, people always recognize it. It's not a new brand that's being launched for the first time. You
know, something about the brand of Arabian Ranches, Joey, is the community feel. People love to come home, and there are parks for the children to cycle tracks, golf course, restaurants, shops. It's much more about a community than just buying into an apartment building these days.
That's a good point. Being that Emaar is a master developer, unlike other developers that may be a boutique developer working on one project, they do the entire area, the master plan. So what that means to the end user and the investors, they're actually doing all the facilities around. And on this project, they've learned and improved from previous projects. They've included a trampoline park, a splash pad, a lazy river.
Skateboard park.
Skateboard. I mean, things that you would want to go from maybe a theme park, they have it included in your neighborhood. It's pretty crazy.
Absolutely. So, and I think one of the other things we haven't mentioned, Joey, actually, which is really exciting, is the payment plan. I mean, you don't have to pay for it all right now. That's the beauty of it. It's over 3 years. You pay a 60% payment plan, very slow, very staggered. You know, people don't even need to get mortgages these days. And I think in this economic situation, we want cash flow, and we want to hold back our cash as much as we can, Joey. So that's really been quite attractive.
That's a good point. From an investor standpoint, you don't have to go to the bank, you don't have to qualify, you don't have to wait for 30 days showing all your documentation and get a no or a change in numbers. Up front, you know what you're getting, and you get a payment plan with 0% interest, direct from the developer, right there, and that's why people are coming in troves. I mean, this is the one developer that we come in here, and literally many times we come here and there's nowhere to sit. And there's people behind us, and we see groups of Chinese and Indian, every background you can imagine here. It's really like the Apple Store for real estate. It reminds me of the Apple Store in the mall. I mean, there's always people morning or evening. I remember even going to an Apple Store first thing in the morning, and before the doors open, there's a few people waiting in line to get to something. So Emaar is like that, and they have a strong brand. If you're new to Emaar, this is what you're getting. Come find out what it's all about. Contact myself or Lucy, and we're happy to tell you more about it.
Absolutely.
Any final thoughts or questions?
Final thoughts, there's something for every budget in Emaar. Joey and I are absolutely here to advise you and to help you. Joey has Arabic and I have French and Spanish, and I think together we make a great team. So we're here to help you.
Happy to take care of everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thanks again.